Hi. If you're getting this video, the answer is no. I'm not going to give you a backlink, and I'm not going to give you feedback on your post. And I'll tell you why, but I'll also give you a bunch of reasons on how to actually get a backlink or feedback on your post. So you're getting this because myself or one of my blogging colleagues has received an email from you. And that email is an introductory email, the first time we've ever heard from you, and we don't really know you. And in that email, it wasn't awesome, and it was also requesting a favor from us without offering anything in return, including any benefits to my readers or myself. So I don't know your story, and I don't know who convinced you that this was a good idea or what success you or other people are having with it. But I can guess that you might be new to blogging or to the online industry that you're in. And you may be trying to get backlinks to increase your chances of your search engine ranking and SEO. So I'm not going to give you feedback on your post, and I'm not going to give you a backlink. But here are 7 things you can do to make that more likely for you in the future. First of all, you need to create a freaking awesome piece of content. I'm talking skyscraper. I'm talking epic. You need to create content that knocks my socks off. So in order to do that, if you need help with that, you should follow some professional bloggers. You should follow people who give this free advice on their website, as I do, and I'll link below a couple of my posts on how to write a health article for your blog. If you're actually looking for feedback, you need to pay for a course. You should take a course, invest in yourself, and get somebody who gives you personalized feedback on your blog posts. And then you will have feedback from a professional who does this. You'll invest in yourself, and you are very likely to get feedback. So that's the first tip. Make an awesome piece of content, and if you don't know how, learn it. The second piece of advice I have for you is if you're looking to build your SEO, there are a lot of ways to do it. I think Google has something like 200 things that they consider. Backlinks is just one of them. Now, currently, personally, I'm ranking number 1, number 2, and number 4 on the first page of Google for certain keywords. So I have a sense of what is involved in order to do that. And this backlinking strategy is not necessary. You can optimize your post and optimize your site in many ways to be friendly with Google, and especially if you have an awesome piece of content. My third piece of advice is if you're going to send an email, make it a quality email. Make it a thoughtful email. Make it not sound like a form letter. Make sure there are no errors in it. Sign it with your first name and your last name. Make sure that your email address has the same URL as the website that you're saying that you're writing. And most of all, don't freaking put trackable links in it. Don't. That is so spammy. If I ever see an email and I hover over it and the link at the bottom is trackable so you can see whether or not I opened it, but it's a cold email and I never signed up for your email list, I will not click it. Please drop the spammy, underhanded ways of doing things. Make a good quality email, a thoughtful email, and a personalized email. Which leads me to number 4. If you're asking for a backlink, read the freaking post that you're asking for a backlink from. In this last week, I've had 2 completely inappropriate requests for backlinks from my website. One example is I wrote a blog post on how to curate content. So curating content is when you're actually, instead of creating something from scratch, you are curating different pieces of content from the internet, from other people's blogs, and you're assembling it into your own new piece of content. So for example, a top 10 list or something like that. So in this blog post about curated content, where the title says curated content, I linked to a post that had curated chia recipes. It was a great post. It was a great example of a curated post. Happened to be chia recipes. So no, I'm not going to link to your benefits of chia blog post because it has nothing at all to do with the blog post that I wrote and why I was linking to that other blog post about chia. Second example, I wrote a blog post about 100+ stealth ways to drink less alcohol. And I mentioned the word beer. Less alcohol, it's right in the title. So no, I'm not gonna link to your blog post on the benefits of beer because clearly the blog post that I wrote is looking for substitutes for beer. I link to things like kombucha and other things, not beer. So please, advice number 4 is read the freaking post that you want to link to. Number 5, don't ask for something from a stranger who doesn't know you. I don't know you, and the way you're introducing yourself to me is, hi, I see you linked to this, or I wrote a great post on that. Can you link to it? Can you give me feedback? Thanks. First name only. No, you don't ask for something from somebody who you don't know, who never signed up for your list, who has, you've got to build this know, like, and trust factor with people. Just like all online marketers say, you got to build the know, like, and trust factor. I don't know you, which means I can't like you or trust you, and this email really, really doesn't do you any justice. So the 6th piece of advice I have for you to increase your chances of getting a backlink or feedback on a post from a cold email is to not be cold emailing. Your first email to somebody should be an introduction. It should be a, hey, I love your stuff. I read this post. It did this for me. Or I shared it with my social media. Or I've been following your Facebook feed and here is my very specific, thoughtful thoughts on it. Or I joined your email list and I'm replying to an email that you sent me in a very thoughtful, personal way. Maybe you're a customer or a client. Maybe you're a student in a course that that person is offering. Maybe you're an affiliate, but please, please build a relationship with somebody. Make them get to know you on a very generous, kind, personal level before you go out and blatantly just ask for a favor. And the very last piece of advice I have for you, let me just go over before we finish. Number 1 was make an awesome piece of content, and if you don't know how to do it, learn how to do it without asking for favors. Number 2, build your own SEO using the 199 other criteria that Google looks at instead of just looking at link building. Number 3, make your email thoughtful and high quality. Don't send a clear, poor quality form letter asking for inappropriate links. And the inappropriate links was number 4, read the freaking post. Number 5, don't just ask from something from a stranger without offering any kind of benefit to their readers or benefit to them out of the blue. Build that know, like, and trust factor. And number 6, build a relationship, be it on social media, be it on thoughtful engagement, be it on commenting on their blog, replying to an email, sending an email, sharing their stuff. There's a million ways you can do that. And the very last piece of advice I have for you is if somebody has been so generous and kind to give you a backlink or feedback and take time out of their day and away from their blog to do you a favor, you now have a gift. You have an open door to start building a relationship with that person. You can do any of these things. Share their posts. In fact, I suggest you right now, you go to that post that the person on their blog linked to yours, you share it on social media, all of your social media followers, in every social media platform, and say, I am so great. I'm so thankful that so-and-so, and tag them, has linked to me in their awesome post. Thank you. And share it. And let them see that you are genuine about it and you're not being disingenuous, just asking dozens or hundreds of people with the same poor quality form letter. So at this point, I want you to reiterate that no, I'm not giving you a backlink and I'm not giving you feedback, but here's 7 tips that will make it a lot easier for you to eventually build a relationship with somebody and get feedback, get a backlink, or better yet, one day in the future, perhaps even a collaboration or a friendship. Please use this advice. Thanks.